What's going on? Welcome back to another video. This is Suit and Tie Media, and yes, we are back. This has been like probably a few months since I last played this, and when I first recorded my realistic rebuild for Orlando Magic, I didn't really pay too much attention to it. I played because I thought it was fun, you know, some stuff like that, and then I stopped after episode 4, not really realizing the impact that people would enjoy it. You know, I think the first video is at 500 views right now, and for me that's really great. So I decided, and people keep commenting, hey, please play again, play again, play again, play again, and I'm like, well, you know what, we got it, and also we got some music, so let's roll it. I'm just kidding, no, but yeah, we are back, and my goal is just to continue on. I did save this is the same save that we've had since the beginning. We got the same guys and everything. Nothing's really changed. We've just been continuing on. So I'm proud to present that we are going to give this another shot, and we are going to actually push forward and make a couple more videos, because like I said, so many people wanted to see me continue this. So ladies and gentlemen, Orlando, we're winning them a championship. So in that long break, I don't know what necessarily we have done. I do know though that we are in a bad losing streak now at 5, and we are playing against a Lakers team who's not doing too awful, actually. 3-3. We're gonna simcast some of these games. If we have to jump in, we'll jump in, but we shouldn't have to. So we win 2 3/4, and we get the win with a dominating blowout. That's how it goes. And Brandon Jennings has been playing great ever since I think we traded away we traded away our young talent in Alfred Payton. So, you know, that obviously right there shows that we spaced up and we removed the cramping that was, you know, that he was bringing to the game. But good things have happened. Aaron Gordon, he's playing at a pretty good level, double-double, even though last year he got a double-double as well. Still able to do some work. Victor Oladipo, not scoring the way he should be. Brandon Jennings, no. Our team is trying to get back in this. I really wanted Evan Fournier to be the leading scorer, and actually I had a couple people bring in some stuff, asking to see if maybe I could change this. So first scoring option, I want, where is he? Did I already pass him? Evan Fournier. Then I really want Nick Vucevic and Vic. And who are we running right now? So Fournier is coming off the bench, although I don't know if I want to keep that. In fact, we'll switch that around. I believe that was due to injury, so we'll go ahead and change that off. And I actually have to sneeze, so 1 second. I am so sorry. But yeah, our team has been getting a little bit more put together. We've been kind of adding some slow characters. This season is probably going to be another rebuilding season. We did get rid of some guys and put some guys together, but also realistically we don't want to take 20 seasons to build. So I think this is the year that we're going to try and trade for somebody and maybe even sign for a big name. So with that being said, you know, it is the new year, new season, and the Nuggets are 4-3, so they're a positive team. We're going to try and put up a little bit of a fight, as we're not doing very well. Nope, we got blown out very badly. Vucevic did pretty good. Aaron Gordon's a really great player for us. And on the other end though, Gallinari, he's a really good guy. Actually, I have his jersey in my room, so it's pretty awesome. But man, they picked up Jordan Clarkson, which is kind of strange because they have Moody, but this is a pretty good team. It's just in rebuild mode, just like us, but they did get the win. So what I want to do now that we have the opportunity, we're gonna go over and look for free agents. We have a ton of cap space, if I remember correctly. Free agents, really, there's nobody great that we can pick up. A lot of these guys are not, you know, too crazy. Who's our backup point guard? So we actually have Will Bynum at the backup point guard. That's not good. We should sign a backup point guard. That's what we're gonna do. Free agents, and I think we go with. Can we? Does he want a small enough contract? I think he would. I don't think he would ask for something too crazy. So let's see. Begin negotiation. He wants 2. We have a lot of cap space, and he wants 2 million. Let's edit. I'm gonna try and give him just under. Would you be okay with that? He's looking for 2.3. Did he go up? No, he went down just a little bit. We'll edit an offer. We'll give you 203. You know what? I'll tell you what. We'll give him this. Okay. Now we'll take him. I didn't necessarily want to lowball. Like, I was going to accept the offer that he was asking. 2 million is nothing, but I decided in this scenario, let's just try and lowball him, see how desperate he is. But obviously he wasn't too desperate, as we're gonna take Will Bynum's space out of here, give him some minutes. Quincy AC, pretty good for us, but we have a pretty solid team from start to finish. We need to find out what we're gonna do and how we're gonna build this team and turn them into a championship level team within the next 3 years, or 2 years even, without signing crazy players. So as far as I know, there's no teams that are like absolutely, like, Kevin Love got picked up by him. Realistically, that's okay, because if you guys know in real life, Kevin Love's not playing nearly good enough to be like a staple player, so I could see him moving to the Nets. Hassan Whiteside, he's still kind of a wishy-washy, although with Miles Turner, it's a little bit, unrealistic, but okay, it's not too bad. I don't see anybody else here. Joakim Noah, that's possible. That is possible for that to happen. DeAndre Jordan, that's pretty unrealistic, but there's nothing. Actually, yeah, that's pretty unrealistic, but there's nothing we could do. Let's see. D Rose, that's very unrealistic. That wouldn't happen, but ladies and gentlemen, there's nothing we can do, so we'll just have to be okay with it. Dwight Howard, I don't know. Iguodala, that seems like it was a trade, but they are an injured team, so I'll give them that. I think the rest of this is pretty much okay. No crazy changes, but we are gonna have to sign somebody, and I don't know if we're gonna get any trades. We're going to simulate game because they're 1-6, and we actually lost. Oh man. Fournier came out and did what he had to do, even though he shot 1 for 7 from 3-point. Oladipo did okay. Vucevic did okay. Aaron Gordon, 10 rebounds. We'll take it. I mean, he could have done slightly better, but that's okay. They're 4-5. We're 3-8. If our record's worse, we might as well be simcasting, trying to play. Oops. Simcast, sim game, and we're gonna win the first, win the second quarter. Oh, and we lost. Hazonia came out. I think that's a high for him. Fournier did okay-ish. I mean, we're losing when we shouldn't be, and these are teams that are definitely beating us. So this was a bad team. I don't know why they're playing so good, but what we're gonna have to do is try and switch up the game plan, because what it looks like right now is we are just not getting it off. So seems a little strange. Seems like there's some stuff we could do. Right now I want to take this opportunity to I don't know if I want to give him all these. He was picked with the 5th pick, so and then on top of that, actually, who got the new guys, like Brandon Ingram and stuff? Or not Brandon, yeah, Ben Simmons, those guys. Oh, Ben Simmons is here. I'm trying to think, is there anything we can do to get some immediate change? Because right now, the fans would be angry at us. The fans would not be happy. We need to do something. So, he's been averaging 14.9 points. That's more than him. So, what we're going to do is we're going to actually... Oops. Oh, we don't want to do that. And then we're going to do this. And, you know, it's strange, but Hezonia's been playing well. Oladipo hasn't necessarily been playing well. And I think we're going to have to trade Oladipo next. It doesn't seem like something we actually want, but he's, you know, people who aren't growing with us have to be gone. And he's going to be one of our best shops. We wouldn't do this. We'd have to trade him for a real good pick, or some type of package deal. And yeah, we're getting blown out here. Hezonia did all right. Oladipo, see, he's not doing good. We're going to shop him right now, actually. I want to see what I can get for him. It is early in the year, but by now we need to try something. So, propose trade. Trade finder. So we're gonna see what people want for Oladipo. Obviously, Oladipo doesn't want to stay here, and his morale is anxious. I don't know if that's a good thing or bad thing, but I think he knows he's probably gonna get traded here. I want to get some type of player for him. Chris Middleton, he's pretty good, and Malik Newman, have no idea who that is, but Chris Middleton's a good player. His contract is a little big, but he is actually a very solid shooting guard for us, if we wanted him. Actually, what is he averaging? 11? Could be better. No, I don't want either of those. Avery Bradley could be cool. He is a shooter. He would provide us some really good range, but at the same time, we have an athletic build. We don't want to throw, you know, people like this in, because they're not. We need athletic players, or we need somebody who's going to be able to control a good part of the team. Darren Collison, now Julius Randle. Now this is something that is a little bit like interesting. He is very good, very young. Would be a cheap buy because he's half the contract of Victor Oladipo, and he is a 1 year if he doesn't work out. And we get Lou Williams off the bench, who could be a good player, even though we have a ton of shooting guards. Now the only thing is we get rid of Joffrey Laverne, and he's very solid. We'll have to come back to this and check it out. This guy would be great. These are some big contracts here, but we get JJ Barea and Wesley Matthews, a 2-for-1 deal. Not so bad. Gary Harris, Monta Ellis. I don't see anything here too insane. Let's see. DeAndre Jordan yeah, they definitely don't want him here anymore. We could do this now. If we decide to pick him up, we could take him. He's got a max contract, I think. So it's a very, very big gamble. But if we picked up DeAndre Jordan, who we could just say doesn't fit with the Thunder. He's not enjoying playing with the Thunder. He gets traded here because, you know, something clashes. They want Victor Oladipo as shooting guard for their athletic duo. This would make Thunder very good. So this is something we'd have to look forward to, but we'd also get him, and we'd be able to either shop or figure something out with Vucevic. So I might actually go with that. Don't want Zach LaVine. I'm not even going to do Derrick Rose. Actually, I think we're going to do this. The reason I'm doing this is because at this point, DeAndre Jordan is not necessarily a dynamic giant. Like, he's not a staple player. He's a big contract. We can afford his contract, his salary. We get another player off of it, so it's not so bad. And Victor Oladipo, somebody who's not clashing, we need to take a gamble with somebody who's, you know, obviously being a gamble on the other team. So we're going to do it, and, you know, it does get very risky because now not only the players, but the fans are watching us, and they're paying attention, and they're realizing, okay, you know, there's changes going on here. And, you know, with that being said, who knows who's safe, but I have to make the best moves I can as a coach and as a GM to make sure that this team does what it's supposed to be doing. So, recent discussions have, okay, simply business. had to do it. The trust owner is very high, but we needed the GM to trust us a little more. So what I'm going to need to do now is actually, with the recent acquisition, we're going to assume that in the same day we are trying to shop both of these players, which is a huge gamble, but it has to be looked at. It has to be approached, because it's very early in the season, but these are two players that just don't seem to necessarily have a huge impact on the game. So we're not going to grab anybody. You know, we need to look for very good players, or very good deals, I should say. Damari Carroll, that'd be a good deal, but he is an expensive contract. I don't want to pick him up too. Danny Green, no. Doesn't... Oklahoma had 2 centers anyways, so, you know, that was... there's no good deals for these, so, you know, Nick's going to stay on the team, and what I'm thinking here is that Nick Vucevic is our 6th man, which gives us some more ideas. I want to put Evan Fournier at small forward, and with that being said, take some minutes away from him. Now, we have a pretty good opportunity here to do some really positive things, but for that to happen, we have a very good defensive, you know, backcourt or front court, excuse me, and you know, we're starting to build a little bit of a team together. We're starting to put together a little bit of a roster for the future. And what we did get rid of, unfortunately, is a growing Oladipo, who is also getting frustrated in his role with the team, because in real life he kept getting switched around, coming off the bench, doing different things. His role was, he was starting to get frustrated, as well as we're starting to get frustrated with the fact that we have too many guards, and he does not look like he's going to be worth the superstar status, because we can move the rest of these guys, but we don't want to get stuck on one player and end up having to pay him a big contract and not getting anything out of him. So this team is 6 for 6. We're gonna see if the trade did anything. It'll be risky, because we could have just really gotten rid of a key player that personally I really enjoy, but we had to do something. So I will change, and then hope his morale didn't go up, but we're gonna try and see what we can do. Second quarter was pretty well, and it looks like we're gonna take it. We took the win, and who did good here? Hazonia did all right. Actually, a pretty solid play all through. Brennan Jennings has been actually playing very well for the team. You know, he's not a great scorer. His field goal percentage, 3-point percentage is pretty low. Free throws decent, but you know, he's not playing ridiculous. Although we'll take it. We'll get what we can from him. Vucevic, and then where's our guy? So DeAndre Jordan, 13, 15, and 1. His 6 for 6. All right. Knowing that he's just going to take a few shots and make a few shots a game, that's good enough for us. And he's really making it difficult for other teams to play and beat us. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to team status, and okay. So Nick Vucevic is worried about his role, and because of that, obviously I would definitely understand why he's worried about his role. We need to spread out some of the minutes here, because these guys are exhausted, obviously. Vucevic, what I want to do here, I'm going to make a little bit of a, you know, the rest of the league at this point is trying to go small ball, but because we don't necessarily have the components to do small ball, we're going to attempt something else, and we're going to do the opposite and go, you know, with the actual, I'd say, not necessarily a tall ball approach, but this is going to be the type of approach that we're going to use to really make something happen in terms of, you know, who's going to be playing. So we're going to give Hazonia about 30, we'll give him 29 minutes, and then put the rest in here. So what we're doing now is we have a very tall team. Now this is different. This is not something that you guys are going to see normally. Brandon Jennings obviously is a small guy, but he's got a lot of big bodies to pass to. Evan Fournier, who is 6'7" at shooting guard, very good shooting guard. Aaron Gordon, he's coming into his own in terms of, let's see where his 3-point rating is at now. So he's got a standing shot 3. Where is it? Standing shot 3. of 70. Starting to get a little bit better. What we're looking at here is a defensive, large front court that's going to be able to be different than everybody else. It's going to be slower, but quicker in some aspects. We have an athletic group, and it's different. Like I said, we did have to get rid of an Oladipo who did seem like he'd be part of the club, but we had to get rid of him for somebody big. And this might be a crazy opportunity, but still one that we can do. So we're gonna turn down the training. Let's go. Let's see this team training. We're going to go low and low because we don't need to be working these guys like crazy right now. We're gonna sim game, and we did lose pretty badly actually. So he shot very poorly. Laverne did all right actually. He shot pretty well. Let's see, DeAndre Jordan, he got what he needed to do. This guy's really weird. I have no clue where he came from, but we'll see if it's a fluke or if it isn't. And this team 7-7. Right now we're playing very bad, but so we're gonna sim through date. Our team is definitely different. There's definitely some things that need to be changed around, but we're trying to work. This is pretty much another rebuilding scenario, and we're trying to figure out what we can do. Evan Fournier has been playing very bad actually. Fournier 5 for 11. Hazonia, I'm gonna try and start Hazonia. We're in a position right now where we can change around what we need to change around. So I want to give Hazonia a few more minutes and try some different things here. Right now, we can even. He's been pretty good for us. I don't want to take him off. So Hazonia's averaging 15 points per game, which is actually really good for us. He's going to be somebody that I want to keep around for a while, even if I have to trade away a couple other players. Yes, I do love myself some Evan Fournier. He's one of my favorite players, but unfortunately, we're going to have to make some moves here. And, this record is not going to help us. So, what's going to happen is, I think, yeah, this is not good. I wanted to let you know that we have a game against Damian Lillard. Okay, I will change, but I won't change. I think we got what we need. It's taken care of, it's settled, it's good. Make changes, and then we're gonna go with, nope, we'll go with medium, okay, why not? And that should be good. I don't want to exhaust the players because that'll exhaust our performances. So we are, like I said, we're 6 and 14th, we're 13th in the conference. That's no good as we're lagging pretty bad. And in this episode, I'm not gonna have face cam because complications. I'm trying to just figure out some stuff, and it's also very late at night. So DeAndre Jordan, pretty good game actually. Let's see, what did Fournier do? Fournier had 22. Hazonia. Okay, so this comes down to trying to get it. We're gonna have to move one of the guards probably. We've got so many guards, and just not there needs to be some moves. Now, obviously, we did make a pretty drastic change, a pretty big change, actually. And, as we're coming up against two of the best point guard teams, and we lose both of them. I already figured that. And we're going to go. Actually, I want to extend his contract. He's been playing good for us. He hasn't been causing problems, and he's a decent player. So we're gonna promise extension because I do enjoy him. I enjoy his presence. He's not a starter, I don't believe, but he can do some stuff, and overall might be a pretty good addition to the team. So, as we are lagging pretty bad. Player contracts, contract extensions. He will re-sign with us, so that's good. He's going to re-sign. He was a great pickup for us, in my opinion. Really has done some positive things for this team. I'm going to try and keep this no longer than 26 minutes. So he does want 4 mil for this, or looking for one. Okay, so we're going to edit an offer. Or, yeah, he wants almost 6 mil. We're gonna try and offer this right off the bat. I think that's a pretty... Okay. We could have gotten him another deal, actually, or a 2-year or something. I should have done that. I wasn't even paying attention. But that's okay. We'll deal with that again. So... we're gonna have to make some moves, because would you consider not a chance? We're gonna say not a chance, so his morale goes up. What? Okay, alright, I thought it went down. So, DeAndre Jordan's loyalty, we need to keep him happy as long as we can. So, let's see, increase my staff trust, okay. We're gonna have to work with somebody. I don't think Aaron Gordon minds coming off the bench, which is what I'm gonna have to do to clear up some of this starting room, because it's really, really tough. So we're gonna have coach handle. You know, the coach knows what he's doing. Scott Skiles hates us, but we're gonna look for a better coach after this season. Anyways, we are 7-16. This is very poor. I mean, we're not the worst, but you know, we're getting close. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna change up the lineup a little bit and try some different stuff. Actually, the lineup here is good, although I think he really does not want to be in that position right now. I don't want to get rid of him. I really don't want to put him in a position where I have to get rid of him, but you know, it looks like it's gonna have to happen. And Mario's been playing good. I don't want to do that either. So we'll try having both of them in the, you know, on the floor at once and see what happens. This is a very spread out team, but actually I want to change Brown, or I want to try and get rid of Brown. I know he's the 5th pick. He has a chance to grow. Let's see. Actually, what's his potential? He must have potential here somewhere. His potential is B+. But I think we should try and trade him. He's a young pick. Has a chance to really grow, but we don't need that. We need veterans, or, you know, we need to just stop getting picks. We've got so many draft picks, so many new guys. It just doesn't seem, I don't know, it just doesn't seem like something we really need to worry about. And we have 2 offers. One is a Boston pick, the other is a Houston. We're gonna keep him. We're not gonna worry about him right now. What we should do, I can try and trade Jordan, although I don't think that's a good idea. I can try and trade Vucevic again, but you know, because right now Vucevic doesn't. I don't know if he wants to stay here. You know, I don't know what his morale is. I don't know what he's feeling, but let's see. Okay, he wants to see what he's open. I'm feeling satisfied. One would think you would care to keep me happy. Didn't seem like in the past few times I was in your office. Pep talk. Let's give you a pep talk. I want you to be happy in the position you're in, obviously. As we're gonna end this very, very soon here. I'm gonna encourage you. Okay, 1+ morale. Oh, the GM. Okay, so our GM completely got, or somebody's GM completely got pissed. So whatever. This looks like it's gonna be okay right now. The roster, how it is. Of course, somebody's gonna complain. Vucevic, I don't want to get rid of him. If I have to get rid of DeAndre Jordan, I would, but at the same time, I believe keeping him is the best option. Fournier, I want to keep him around. He still has 3 years on his contract, so he's not going anywhere. We're going to have to trade him. Aaron Gordon, I intend to resign because I love Aaron Gordon, but everybody else is young, so they would probably resign. What I want to make this fair. I want to really give. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. So actually, what I can do here to make this fair is Vucevic is running at 26 minutes per game. I can give DeAndre Jordan 26 and then also take some off these guys. Give Vucevic 30, you know. No, oh, and I completely screwed that up. So We'll give him 31 minutes per game. That's gonna be fine. So he's gonna have enough minutes. They're a bad team. We beat them badly. What is this? Andrew Nicholson did what? Man, he used to play for us. I know somebody who's related to him, so that's pretty cool. Laverne, Vucevic, we played pretty bad, but somehow we won. And then we're gonna sim game, and hopefully I'm gonna go till 10 wins, unless it gets any higher. It is at 30 minutes. This is pretty bad, so we gotta hurry up. Quincy AC, we're gonna have the coach handle. I know it's gonna take away from our opportunities here, but we need to do something. What? Why would DeAndre Jordan be worried about trading for a player at his position? Are you kidding me? That doesn't make sense. We're not gonna go for another center. We have 2 centers already. So I think we'll be fine. Guarantee no trade. I'm not gonna trade him. Because you know he's pretty good. He has his opportunities. We've won 2 straight. Can we make it 3? Okay, all right. We have a 4 winning streak right now. DJ Augustine played pretty good. Our big men, we have a lot of centers. Okay, we have 3 centers. What I want to do actually while we're here is do this. Edit player. Right before we call this, a night, I want to change his position to power forward and his secondary to center. Now this is a little bit crazy here, but I'm doing that in the sense that if he's a power forward, he can come off the bench and dual role here and actually really be a helpful fit in both ways, be able to run with Jordan a little bit more, and maybe not be intended to play so much defense. So we're gonna sim this until we lose. Hopefully we can win this game too. Did we win? We did win. We won it by 3, ladies and gentlemen. We are coming back. What do you have to say to them? Get real. Okay, well, I'll take it. And DJ Augustine is coming out of the gates firing. I don't know what he did, but we'll take it. Our team is playing good. We're up against the 76ers. We're gonna try and end this off here. Okay. Looks like we can win. Okay, we won. Evan Fournier did great. Brown, 20. 14-14. DeAndre Jordan's doing what he does best, and that's everything but scoring, but he still gets his stuff in. There's no problem. We are playing against the Rockets, who are doing pretty bad. They actually tied up with our record, so we're gonna simulate game. Can we win it? Can we get to 7? No, we are not doing this. Please, let us get to 7 games. We are able to win this game. This is and we lost by 2. We lost by 2 points. It was a pretty good standoff. Jarrett Jack did better than everybody on the team. So, and we're gonna actually sim this one after this. This is going to be a longer video, ladies and gentlemen, but I'm trying to get back. So, Brendan Jennings, we'll have the coach handle. We'll let coach do what coach does, and, everything looks to be good. I think we'll end off with a better record than we started off with, and feeling good. Yes, we did have to trade Oladipo. It's sad, but Oladipo didn't look like he was getting better. He's worthy of being a starter, and I think we need that to make him happy here. So the head coach's trust is 0. We need to fire the head coach if that's a possibility. Can we do that? Let's see. Staff. We need to fire you. We are firing you because he's not doing anything in the sense that we should be doing. Okay, so he wanted to go. Did you have the owner's blessing? I'm gonna say, yeah. Okay, so the owner's happy with that. head coach, we need to sign somebody who has offensive. Oh, so we need to. Okay, he is B+, B+. This is pretty good. Let's go for. Let's see. I'd say Goodrich is pretty good. I want somebody who's gonna come in and you know, immediately ask for wins. A 4-year. We'll do a 3. We'll see what a 3 does. 2.11. Do I really want? We'll give you 201. How's that? 3. Alright, how's this? Okay, we'll give it to him. I want to make him happy here. Scott Skiles just wasn't doing what he should have been doing. This should work. So, we'll sim game, and we won immediately. We won, so, you know, there's Dirk plays for them, that's weird, but, there is obviously immediately some, you know, happiness. There's some opportunity here, and we're gonna finish that off. We did lose by 3 points. It was very close. Brooklyn is an awful team, so maybe. Improving his organizational role. Aaron Gordon wants to be part of the role, or the roster. I understand. Is he not a starter? Yeah, I know. It does seem kind of, you know, wishy-washy because you want to give him everything you can, but at the same time, he's just not going to be able to get that. So we're going to start the conversation. Hopefully it doesn't end up baiting me into doing what I have to be doing, but I'm going to end the video off as soon as we're done with this conversation here. Let's see. Would this hurt him really bad? Yeah, that did do some bad stuff to him. So what I can do is really quickly, Aaron Gordon, I want to see what's the best way to get his motivation sky high, so he wants to stay part of this team. But we are going to call this a video end, ladies and gentlemen. It has been a very long one. Actually, what can we do here? Decreases, gives him 5 game. Resets. We could reset. Increases. Let's do this. Yeah, I want him to be happy, so thank you guys for watching. Thank you for staying tuned and staying a part of this series. I know it's been a very long time since the last thing I put in here, but I wanted to make it worthwhile. I wanted to see how things happened, and I didn't realize that the series would actually grow to the size it is now. So without further ado, stay classy, ladies and gentlemen, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out.